Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Welcome to our Clinton Township meeting. We are going to be, on November 12th, we'll be moving, that is today, at 6 p.m. And I would like to open with the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And may we move to the roll?
Trustee Jesberger?
Here.
Trustee Grimm?
Here.
Trustee Clark?
Yes, ma'am.
Control officers here. Superintendent of Public Works and Township Administrator.
Here.
Chief of Fire.
Here.
Chief of Police.
Here.
These are two of them, all right.
Here.
I would like to make a motion to accept the agenda with flexibility.
Second.
Trustee Jesberger?
Yes.
Trustee Grimm?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Thank you. And with flexibility, we have a special guest here today, so we're actually going to move around the schedule a little bit. So I'll just go ahead and announce that now. We are going to move under fiscal officer, items 4 and 5 to after the executive session. And we're going to move administration to after the executive session. Just so that,
Why would you do 1 through 3 but not 4 through 5?
because those are going to be longer conversations, I think.
Okay.
And then also, yeah, number 6 under general, that will be moved to after the executive session as well. So we'll go ahead now, and again, thank you so much for participating in our Beautifications Awards. I'm super excited that you all are here, that we can give you your certificates. So we actually have our other first place winner who is here tonight, and I'm so sorry I don't have the pictures in front of me, but we did say that James and Jackie Lewis got second place. So super excited that you guys are here. Thank you. And then also Chuck Bateman is here as well. So let's go ahead and I will hand these out. If you'd like to come up.
So Chuck's our second place winner.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, wait, we gotta get a photo. Get back over there, Chuck, when we get your photo.
Do you guys want to come? Anyone come up as well? And we also have, thank you so much for, I'm sorry if I butchered this, Meishwan Peng. Please come on up, and here is your certificate.
Thank you. So James and Jackie, first place winners, tied with Rochelle and Chuck, second place winner. And let me get a nice picture of everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me get a nice picture here. Great. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for participating.
There was some really beautiful artwork that was submitted, and we'll be submitting on a monthly basis starting in January. We're going to be sending out, with your guys' permission, just kind of a blurb of all the things that you did within your house, the improvements that you did, the artwork that was absolutely gorgeous, just showing up pictures just to make sure people are aware of the work that you're putting into your house because we value it. So thank you.
The drought put a burden on everybody's hard work.
Yes. Absolutely thankful for everybody's hard work. So we will go ahead and, like I said, we're going to skip number 6 and move over to the fiscal office.
Motion to approve the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Jesberger?
Yes.
Trustee Grimm?
Yes.
Motion to approve payroll.
I got stuff to do. Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
Trustee
See you
Jesberger?
guys.
Yes.
Trustee Grimm?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
No, because we have to go to the water, I work in there, but she does it.
Okay.
Let's make her stay.
I'll leave the October
Thank you.
fiscal
Thank you
report.
so much.
October 1st, the township have an overall fund balance of $11,251,154.91. Revenue last month was $485,393.29. Expenditures last month were $473,319.56, leaving us with an overall fund balance of $11,271,228.64.
Thank you.
Motion to approve the fiscal report.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Jasperger? Yes. Trustee Graham?
Yes. Moving on to committee and team reports. Oh yeah, we're skipping that one, I'm sorry. We're skipping the committee and team reports till after the executive session. And we're also going to skip administration, so I would like to move to fire.
So I sent out a monthly report. Number 2, we have some new hires. I'd like to request a motion to hire Ethan Mooring, Joel Ramos, and I think that's supposed to be Joel Ramos Ochoa. This is part-time firefighter EMTs at $14 an hour, effective today, to be paid from funds 2111-220-100 and 2281-230-100.
So moved.
Second. Trustee Jasperger?
Yes.
Trustee Graham?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
That's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to our chief, please.
Yeah, I just had a monthly report I sent out to the board yesterday. Criminal investigations, 548 for the month of October. And I also attached a Lennoxtown Crime Center report for the last 30, 45 days, showing some of the issues we've been having. So talking with we had a supervisors meeting last week. We're going to probably be moving that west side car from 12 to 8 further into the evening because of Christmas. Holiday season, we get a lot of shoplifting, car break-ins, package stealers. So we're looking to move that car potentially to 3P to 11P during the holiday season. So we're getting a lot of help from the sheriff's office and the detective bureau on some of the issues we're having over there. But it has been making a dent, knock on wood. But we still have those people that like to give it a try with the police officer out front. So kudos to them. That's all I have.
Thank you. And we will move it over to our public works.
Well, let's skip that too.
We can. You can skip it.
Yeah, let's skip it.
Okay. And then we have an honorary guest today. I didn't know if you had anything specific that you wanted to say, or are you just joining us? Dan?
Oh, I just wanted to be present and just give you guys a brief update. I don't have a presentation tonight. At the next meeting in December, I'll have my year-end report covering the bigger projects and where we're at with a lot of different things going on. Thank you.
All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and make a motion to enter into executive session pursuant to 121.22G1 to consider the appointment, employment, and compensation of public employees.
Looking for a second.
Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Graham?
Yes.
Trustee Jasperger?
Yes. And we move back. And the time is 6:09.
think she's coming back.
Oh, we're live. Are
No,
we waiting for Rebecca?
no, she. Impression was she's coming back.
And we are back in session at 7:54. So we will switch back first to fiscal officer.
Did you want to do your building room usage? That was.
Oh, yeah, that was correct, yes. So I spoke with Chief Fraley yesterday. Per the conversation with Kim, we had talked about making sure that the building is up to code. And then she gave us her specific review. And I think that those two were the things that we needed to do to see if we were in compliance so that we could get the township buildings back opened up for use. I don't know if you were able to find the report or.
Yeah, so Inspector Feldman, a couple of months ago, actually, walked through over there. At the time, we were just talking about the Bay Area. So what he had listed for fire code basically was secure electrical outlets back to the wall where everything's reading conduit on the block. Some of those have been knocked loose. Cover plates for the same outlets are missing. The door sensors, actually the safety sensors for the doors, I think the doors in back don't have them because they're too old. And the front door, they're detached. So having those back in place on the front door and then adding those to the back for safety purposes. So if the door starts to close, it won't close on somebody. So those would need to be added. Remove extension cords that we have currently over there and re-secure the lid on a couple of the garage door openers. Actually have exposed wiring because the lids are missing off of them. And I know I had some conversation with Dave a while ago about Kim Arnold's report. And I know on the interior of the building, Tim did not do a thorough inspection at the time. He was only understanding we talking about the bay. But just from memory, I know the hood system is not operable for the stove, which would need to be fixed. And also from memory, the electric in the back bedroom is actually faulty because of the water leak upstairs. I don't know if you guys remember that alarm that's hanging from the ceiling back there. So we would have to get those things corrected, get the smoke alarms corrected. But for us, the majority of it is just the old electrics out of the building, making sure all that's brought back up to code, getting away from the fire hazards with that. And
The question I had months ago was, can we put the back bedrooms like a lot electronically locked off right now, right? You have to have a card to get in there.
You have to have a code to get in it.
Okay. Can we do the same thing to lock off the bag so that people can use it, fix the hood, people can use that front room?
I think we tried to, when we remodeled over there to make it ADA compliant on the first floor by putting in the automatic door,
Yeah.
we tried to have them add different locks to those bay doors. And because of the age of the building, those bay doors are too thin for them to actually put any other material on them. And so we
I'm
cut
talking
them.
about the door that goes up, I'm talking about the door that separates.
Yeah,
That's
what-
too thin, okay. all right.
Yeah, so when we said, well, we still want to have something, they came up with an ungodly price because they had to replace the entire door and door frame and take it out of the block to put in a new door that would actually be able to hold a new locking system. And that was 2018 or 2019 when we actually had that ADA compliant door put in the front of the building.
Okay. What do we have to do to make this room usable? Can we do one building without the other?
Well, just to interject real quick, I think that no matter what, we need to work on the electrical on the bag. It's very
Absolutely.
unsafe.
Absolutely.
So I would like to see if we can have an electrician go through and see what it would cost to bring the bay and the kitchen up to code. And then a separate quote for the whole building to be put up to code. Because we definitely should do the 2 rooms no matter what. Because it's unsafe, even if we're there. And I think that as a township, that's something that we should be concerned about. But as for doing the whole building, that would be kind of it. And the leak upstairs, somebody should definitely come in and look at that leak. Because if that leak continues to spread, it could do a lot of really expensive damage in the future. So I wanted to ask and see what those kind of quotes would look like. I don't know how the rest of the board feels about that.
I think we need to do something. And also, canals and all that's been going back and forth for at least a year and a half from my research back. Longer, well, whatever, it's still something that's.
So since we've been in this building, we haven't gotten it done. So that's been since September of 2018. I think everybody agrees we should get caught up on the maintenance problems at 999. Could we get a building use policy for 3820
Yes.
in place?
Yes.
You know, I guess we just need to do both. And obviously, we can't use 999 until we get it up to
And
snuff.
if it's too dangerous for anybody else, then, we should be in that building. I mean, we shouldn't even be using it. If we say it's too dangerous for anybody, we shouldn't even be having meetings here.
Yes, maybe.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm hearing.
I'll get with,
Well,
I'll
I'd
get
like
with
to
electrician.
hear what Jess says first.
I don't know, my mind is in 20 million different places right now.
Okay. Well, can we get an electrician to give us a quote
Yeah, the plumbing.
and the plumbing?
Okay. And you're saying put off the doors for now?
I'll get an estimate on the door.
I just want some estimates to figure out how much this is gonna cost us. Because again, if the cost is too high and we can't afford it, we could potentially close down 999. I don't want to have to. But we just need to look into how much this project is gonna cost us.
We probably gotta isolate that door going into the bay from the bay side.
Right. Yeah.
Just those deadbolts or whatever.
That's actually on
That's,
there now.
unless that's how
Yeah.
we're on there
We
now.
have a slide bolt on there now, but that was the answer to them giving us a crazy quote for actually trying to get a
Right.
regular lock on that door.
Yeah. The other question I have is about the thermostat. Because I was in there with Bobby putting sandwich boards together before Halloween and walked in and the heat was going. So how's the temperature in there regularly? I'd like to see us get an electronic one that you can do on your phone, or it can be remotely adjusted. Or like they have in homes, and somebody walks in, then it starts to heat, especially going into winter, I think. I'm sure that heating isn't that.
Usually when I go in that building, I usually check the heat or the AC and kind of keep it at a reasonable level.
Yeah.
Evidently someone had been in there,
Yeah,
and
because it was toasty.
if we knew exactly the date and stuff, we could look up
And
and see who was in there.
and
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know the dates,
We
but
could look at getting thermostat that could be, it's got internet over there that could be controlled, you could look at it, set a schedule, and then, you know, somebody's going in and kick up the heater, and turn up the AC,
might sound more to me.
save what we can.
I just don't know how much that kind of heating infrastructure would cost.
Thermostats are less than $200.
Yeah, it's just like a Nest thermostat. Controls, if you
I'm
look
just talking about,
fancy.
yeah, I'm just talking about internet-based thermostat.
It's probably a good idea. Okay,
Thank you.
you're done with that? Okay. The next thing on my agenda is the approval of the 25 appropriations. And I've had some conversations with trustees. I think this is a little heavy, a little too much probably appropriated in the general fund. But rather than edit that, let's do that in February or so next year.
I would like to edit it now. I don't know why we have two sections of $400,000. I thought we were considering putting in, I don't even know, since the police levy didn't pass, if we are going to be able to continue forward with the police port. But I understand wanting to be, over appropriate, I understand that. I just think that over appropriating by $800,000 is a lot. So I think that, I think that we should lower that to some amount that we can all agree on. Because we're definitely not, there's not enough projects for $400,000 that we have at this time.
Well, we don't know what all the quotes are gonna be at 999. Like, I doubt it'll be 400, but I'm sure it's gonna be more than 100.
We get into it tonight, we're gonna go line by line, right?
It's your appropriations. You tell me what you'd like to do.
So that was one of the big ones that I had questions about. Also, there's a couple of salary line items that could potentially change. Dave, I had also talked to you about the salary line item in roads and bridges. Do you really think that is there anything under roads and bridges that you think might be a little high?
And I talked to the office about the 300,000, that possibly could be taken down to 200,000 with taking away the one position. We've talked about that. We'll have to see.
I am not prepared to edit appropriations tonight without some thought put into it, not like maybe some proposals, but
That's fair. We can hold off to the Sunday. But those were my.
No, I wanted to do what Deb's suggesting, to pass it and make the edits next year.
I would like to pass it if we can edit those two sections.
Sorry.
Well, then move it into, make it a motion, and then let's vote on it, and we'll see where we are. Please, thank you. We can't discuss anything until you make a motion.
What was the motion that you put forward again?
I have no motion, you're the one who wants.
Fiscal office did. She said so.
I I suggested to amend these next year. I mean, you're gonna amend the 24 appropriations either in December or January. This year's money is just gonna get amended. So this draft has been out for 2 or 3 months. We tweaked a little thing in the EMS new grant there.
It's been out it's been out for 2 weeks. Because you
No.
sent an email to
No,
us
these-
before
these
last night.
appropriations.
No, these were ready to go a month ago. I sent them out again tonight. I sent them out last month. So,
Because we went on with the public a month ago.
you can wait till December if you'd like, and we should really talk a lot before December. It's hard to make the decisions now. What I'm sensing is you want to edit it now, and it's just difficult.
I just want to edit those 3 lines. That's all I want to edit, is 3 lines. I would like to reduce building and capital outlay to 200,000 each. And then we can edit it further going forward, and I would like to edit down roads and bridges salary lines to 200,000 instead of 300,000.
Make a motion and we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to edit line items 1,760,720,000 for buildings, and I'd like to edit the line item 1,760,790,2901. And I would also like to make a motion to edit line item 2031,330,100,000.
You have two motions on there?
No, that's one.
That's
Okay,
one.
that's right.
But you just, when you said edit, it sounds like you didn't say what you want to edit them to, but fine, you're just an edit, and let's get a second, we'll talk about it. Or not.
I second.
Okay,
Let's have a discussion.
so you want to make it down to 200K on those two, on the front,
And then down 100K to 200,000 for salaries under roads and bridges.
okay?
Is there a discussion, or can we go to vote?
Can you give us your rationale for that?
I just don't think, the department head who runs the road and bridges says that he doesn't need 300,000. He says that 200,000 would be sufficient, so I don't wanna over appropriate that amount. And then we haven't made any sort of plans to spend $800,000 under the general fund, so I feel like it should be edited down to something more appropriate.
And so you're not planning on doing a repaving project next year?
No, we discussed that we're not doing that unless we can get a grant, because we've done 2 years in a row and we wanna take a break.
So if you do get a grant, you'll amend this?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the thinking that went into why that number was there.
But as of right now,
Have.
but we'd have to amend it anyway, because we'd have to accept the grant. So that was just my thoughts. I would just like to amend those 3.
Okay.
So So I feel like what's really happening is everyone seems to be tiptoeing around like the elephant in the room. And I can't do it anymore. Like, it's not fair. Because every meeting since the beginning of the year, it's just bickering and arguing, putting people down, making people feel like shit, making up rumors, no rumors. We like them this week. Nope, they're talking crap about people now. And I really don't need to do this in a public meeting. And I know we have no residents here because our executive session took forever. But this is enough. We've continued to push this and push this and push this, knowing that we're coming up to like almost a deadline where we need to get these approved. And I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. this is the first time no one has anything to say. But any other meeting, fighting, talking over each other, trying to make points, like, I don't get it.
I'll just jump in that this is just accounting. Obviously, it's really important that people have enough money to do whatever projects or pay people. So, we made these edits. More conversation with me outside of the meetings is helpful, and I've had that recently, so we just have more of that. We can have less stress. I really do try to have less stress and less. I will bend to what the board would like to do. It's just stressful for me to edit this on the floor. So in the future, I'll appreciate us not editing on the floor because it's just stressful. It's manageable. We did 3 lines. We got it. But some of the stress could be avoided talking to you more outside of these meetings, and that is happening. We'll just do more of it to try to simmer down. I'm just the accountant.
Yeah, but who are you making accusations against? Who are you accusing of doing all those things?
I think she's going to say the whole vibe.
This isn't about making accusations. This isn't about someone taking control. This isn't about any of this. Like, we've known that this is going to be on the agenda. We've had it moved like twice now. And I feel like I'm just still hearing like people are just on different pages, and like I don't expect all of us to ever be on the same page. Like I just think that's unrealistic. But it's, you know, like the police levy fails for a second time. But then it goes to, I have people on this side saying, we are still good for another 2 years. But then there's still people on this side that are throwing around the words layoff, and who are you laying off? How are we gonna, you know, how do we decide this? And then I'm just like, what? Like what? I don't, like that's, I don't get it. Like maybe I'm the problem behind all of this because maybe I just don't understand.
We haven't heard the word layoff since April. Any discussions with leaders of the budget? And you're right, I'm ready to pass this appropriations last month. Ready to do it again.
So I'm gonna just say this because this is being recorded, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
So any good leader, whether you are just a manager, or you're a supervisor, or you're a department head, or you're an elected official, whatever it may be, any good, amazing, top person at their job would never immediately start throwing out the word layoffs. There's no reason to. That is what causes morale to go down. That is what causes people to have these sleepless nights. That is what causes people to shut down and just isolate themselves because they don't know what to do. Like, I am fortunate that I have never gone through a layoff myself, but I have numerous friends and families that have. I work with clients who have been laid off. And it's terrifying. And the point is, when an employee actually comes up and says, you know I trust you, I need to hear from you, are we gonna be okay? I am 150% positive when I tell them, we are going to be okay.
That's what I believe, we're gonna be okay.
Then whoever is throwing out the terms layoff or whatever that conversation is, it needs to be shut down immediately because it's causing mass panic and it's not okay. Like, I'm sitting here, I don't want to talk about, I don't know, number 5, the approval of pay and health insurance benefits. Like, I get it. The elected officials were set by the ORC, so even if all 3 of us said no, it's whatever. But like, I don't wanna talk about it because I don't think it's appropriate. I don't wanna get a pay raise for next year. I don't want it.
I don't either.
If we have to take it, then I guess I give a check back to the township every month, because why would I do that when I have other people in the township that are throwing out the words layoffs to employees?
I've asked the question and response was, that's just what the top level that you're allowed to pay people. We don't have to accept a dime.
I think you're changing the conversation. I think what I'm hearing is the concern is the discussion and the verbiage that's being used throughout the township is bringing down morale, and you would like it to stop. Or am I putting words in your mouth?
I mean, I don't even know anymore.
I even heard those discussions, so you need to put it to a person you're accusing of doing this, because I haven't heard those things. I haven't been claimed like that. I've never said the word layoff related to this township. I don't think. Who's saying, residents,
No,
department heads?
only because they've told me that things have been said.
I've heard this as well.
And again, like I said, I heard that it was said one time during an April meeting when I lost communication when I was part of the budget group. I was in Washington DC because my daughter was having a medical procedure. Joined it by whatever method that we did that. And then there was an accusation when I lost communication that it was said during that meeting. So I need more references. I agree, it does not need to be talked about. None of us are thinking that way right now.
We'll move on to the
We have to call the question on that. Amendments for the motions on the floor.
You ready for the roll call? About editing down 500,000.
Yes.
Okay, trustee Desberger,
Yes.
trustee Grimm,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
No.
and then next I'll ask for a motion to pass the edited 25 appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
So the edit is what we just voted.
Yes.
It sticks. Any discussion? Okay, trustee Desberger,
Yes.
trustee Grimm,
Yes.
trustee Clark.
No.
My next motion, which I usually do in December, but just trying to get things out of the way. approval of the pay and health insurance benefits that township's employees have for the elected officials at the rate set by the ORC for the year 2025.
I believe there was a request to move this to December.
Was there? I
I
really
didn't
missed
get a
that.
request to
So
request.
here are my two questions.
Okay.
Can we separate this to make it two separate motions?
I
So
don't know.
do one for pay and then do one for the health insurance benefits?
Yes, I guess. Never done that before, we probably can.
Do we need a legal opinion?
Because here's like, I'm okay to vote yes for the health insurance benefits. I mean, we're already paying more, so that's fine. But I'm not okay to vote yes on pay,
Okay.
because I don't want the small increase.
It's a 1.75% pay increase. Our employees have never gotten that low of a pay increase. And you won't make a whopping $24,000 a year, so it's not nothing, but I don't think it's gonna like, you're allowed to do whatever you like.
Trying to bankrupt the township.
I understand, like, it's really hard that a levy didn't get approved, so I get that people want to take a closer look at all of this stuff, which is why we've had robust discussions throughout this year about the budget. So I'll cut them in half, unless you guys want to do something different.
Well, I mean, I would like to hear from you, like, what would you advise?
I personally want my pay to go up 1.75% next year. It won't save you a lot of money, like, I don't know, $1,500 maybe, I don't know, like 1.75 times 24,000 per person.
20% is $240.
There you go, you're on the way.
Chief Jones, how much is a new vest?
A new vest, with our body grant we're applying for, a vest costs about $1,400. With the grant, we're gonna pay 25% of that, so roughly $200-300.
What about the knee knocker bullet cartridge things?
The bean bags,
Yeah.
yeah, those run about $30 a piece. And to touch base, I had a talk, we had a supervisors meeting, I think I discussed that earlier, we had a few days ago, and I completely made our people understand we are not laying people off, our budget is good. If that needed to be publicly said, that was a meeting we had with our supervision staff to dismay any rumors that may have been going on. But
The budget projections we ran this past summer showed no new levies coming in. So the budget numbers hadn't changed, which is why I said a month ago, I didn't think these were gonna change even if the levy wasn't approved. You can always trim it down.
I'm fine with my salary not going up. I think all trustees are fine with our salaries staying at they currently are at. Is there any like issue with us keeping our salaries the same?
No, you just would send me an email saying, please just keep my pay the same. This is approving, we could do the rate set by the ORC, which is still an ORC to get a 1.75% raise every year. You don't have to accept any pay working here. You don't have to go up on that stuff. You just send me a documentation saying, I don't need a raise. You approved it for the board, but you're personally stepping away from that raise. And then we have the HR documentation to say the trustee was fine staying at 24, not 24 plus 1.75, whatever it is. I just need someone in writing saying I do not want a pay increase going into next year.
So we can pass this and then take care of it personally like that without affecting your pay.
Correct, and like a refund would be trickier. So like, I know Jesper was just brainstorming, but if you write me back money, then I have to receipt it, and the pension is based on what you were paid, and it's more coming and going. So if you pass this the way I read it, it would be one motion, and then you individually email me. You don't want paid at all, you want paid this year's rate, or you just don't want the 1.5% step. And we can talk about it publicly if you want, or you can keep it private, that's your business. Although, if the public requests it, it's always public information, what any of us are paid.
It's all public anyway.
Yeah. Just, so,
Would you prefer talking about this in December?
I don't
It's just,
think it's gonna, I don't know what's gonna change in a month. I mean, I'm glad to let you take more time to think about it if you want. And I guess I'm glad I put it on the agenda if it was gonna be something I needed to take a month to think about. None of you guys are here for the money. Let's be clear. This job, my job, has been full-time stress for part-time pay. I am still glad and honored to work here, but it is very stressful. So I'm thankful to all of you for your time. I am, and I know you're not here for the pay, because it's costs more than what we're compensated. And I know we're all appreciative of being here as well. Do you want to wait till next month then? All right, I'm done.
Motion that you gotta.
Nobody seconded it. I put it out there, but it died.
Do you have any, do you want to talk about chat? We pretty much already done the beautification and the budget committee.
Sure. The last produce market, there was 10,000 pounds of produce, and it was distributed to 516 people. We do not have a second produce market for this month because of the holiday. So the next produce market will be December 13th. Same time, same place, 4 to 6, 3820 drive-through style through the fire bay. There will also only be one produce market for December because of the holiday as well. We do have the 2025 calendar that Franklin County Public Health did just give us, so we can pass that along to be put on social media. And then we finalized plans tonight at our chat meeting before the board meeting that we are going to host another family movie night to end the year. On December 6th, we will be showing The Polar Express. Doors will open at 6 p.m. There will be some other activities to do as well. And we will also have hot chocolate, so we would like to ask people to come with appropriate PJs on, and to bring a chair and a blanket. And the movie will start around 7.
Cute. I love the Polar Express. Anything else? Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Shall we move to administration?
Okay, I sent out a monthly report to the board. I just touched a few things on there. I attend a lot of meetings with the fire department, code, and police department concerning a building at 3600 Cleveland Avenue, that block area, with some issues with the building. I was pretty impressed how our team worked together to get them into compliance with a lot of what was going on there, a lot of negative things in that building. So I just want to touch base on that. I was proud to work with them guys on that. Been working with SWACO and attorneys concerning the trash bid to get that out for next year, for the end of next year. Worked with the Franklin County with the alley restoration project. It's been complete. Been completed. We replaced the tree on Cell Park that died last year, so we got it replaced and keeping it watered. Hopefully it takes root and grows really well next year. We got the dump truck switched over from brush chippings over to leaf collections in the Public Works Department. I worked with them to get that done. Then Deborah Smothers and I attended a webinar with the Department of Justice and ADA compliance for websites. There's some new laws coming in effect that we need to comply with in, I think, 2 years. So that will be coming down the pike. And that's all I have for the report. Any questions? And next I had final appropriation discussion, and we already done that. Number 3, got a request, a motion to accept Michael Shiflett's resignation from the JEDZ board.
So moved. Second.
Trustee Jesberger, trustee Graham,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
Next I have a request, a motion to appoint Daniel Quigley to the JEDZ board.
So moved.
Second.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Graham,
Yes.
trustee Jesberger.
Next I have a request, a motion to accept the Delta Dental renewal rates at 13.5% increase for eligible employees and eligible employees and elected officials for 12-month contract starting January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025. And authorize the township administrator to sign the contract.
So moved. Second.
Trustee Jesberger,
Yes.
trustee Graham,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
Next, I have a requested purchase order in the amount of $16,329.90 for IT Made Real to cover the server and workstation upgrades and to use the balance of the APR funds to help with the cost.
So moved.
Second.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Graham,
Yes.
trustee Jesberger,
Yes.
Okay, I with flexibility, I have something else that need to do that, to get them funds. Request a motion to amend the 2024 appropriations to move $9,000 from line item 1000-110-359-000, that's other utilities, to line item 1000-110-310-0000 to professional technical services, and 1,000 from line item 1000-110-314-0000 from tax collection fees to line item 1,110-310-000 professional technical services to cover all that cost.
So moved. Second.
trustee Jesberger,
Yes.
trustee Graham,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
Then I'm going to have a discussion with the recommendations of cybersecurity improvement components submitted by IT Made Real. This will be an additional charge to do all these components and make our internet a little safer and our email safer. That will end up being a $1,347.50 monthly fee. That's not at our current rate. This is all additional security systems.
Additional $1,300 a month.
Yeah, and our current monthly fee will go up $150 at the first of the year also.
Which is what's that fee right now, monthly?
15.
About 1,500.
Yeah.
It may have gone up,
Yeah, I think it's
maybe 1,700 now.
$2,900,
About 3,000 a month,
$3,000.
which,
My understanding is very competitive.
Yeah.
It's a good rate.
yeah. Years ago, they were more than that without the security.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
What's the motion?
The
Oh,
motion is
discuss,
to,
okay. I thought it was,
well, it's gonna be two motions, I just wanted to discuss it before, if we want to do it now or next month.
I'm fine with it, no?
No.
Okay. A motion to contract with IT Need Real for the recommended cybersecurity improvement components submitted. And that would increase our fees by $1,347 a month. And let's do that one first.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Grimm?
Yes.
Trustee Jesberger?
Yes.
And the second motion is to accept the $150 increase by IT Made Real for our current monthly fees.
So
We'll
moved.
start in January 1st.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Jesberger?
Yes.
Trustee Grimm?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
I am used to them building that into their contract and not necessarily needing board approval. We did it, but just in general, I'm used to vendors read the fine print because they usually do increases without necessarily getting board approval to do it.
Okay, next we have on is, we need to do the record retention meeting. We need to have that scheduled here soon. I think we'll work with
Am
Deb.
I understanding we're out of compliance right now with that?
Yeah, this is, we under understanding was is an annual thing. It's actually every 12 months. So we'll get this completed, we'll be back into compliance. Then we'll have one January next year. Because that's usually when we have it, is January.
And that's the board's responsibility to make that happen?
There's two people that sit on the board, or sit on the commission, from my understanding, is the chair and the FO.
Whose responsibility is to make sure that the meeting happens every year?
I would say it probably falls on both. I just think it would just end up being a misunderstanding that we thought we needed it annually. Then to bring up about the veterans of the township staff, to have them a brick for our Veterans Park. We have to make a policy with that, and just need to get some language set together. As you know, does an employee have to be here 3 months before they're eligible to receive a brick, or is it a year, 6 months, or whatever? When they leave, do we end up letting them take the brick with them? The policy, I don't know whether we want to do that. I think we would leave it there at our memorial. Just some things to tidy up. If the board wants me to work with Julie and get this finely tuned, and I have something for the next meeting. I just want to let you know we're working on it. And I'm also working on maybe a different vendor that's closer to us to get the engravings done on the brick.
How much does it cost per brick right now?
It's $50 right now, and that's for a maintenance fee also.
That's not what it costs the township. The township collects $50. It's been many years since we've done it. I think it was like $18.50 a brick before
Okay.
shipping.
I think this.
But that didn't include what it costs for his people to put it in.
Right. So I think that was the difference between the price, but I think we have this new vendor, I think they priced over the phone like $26. But I'm gonna see if they provided the brick, or we provide the brick. A little bit of things to work out yet, because we haven't done this in 3 or 4 years. Moving on, we got the holiday event and schedule. Does Deborah want to touch base on that?
Just the holiday event, what we're doing, is we're doing the, on December 4th for township employees. It's going to be the chili cook-off. You should have received one of these flyers. I think I sent everybody 3 flyers one day last week. This was one of them. Bring a dish to share. Chili cook-off, potluck dinner. This was actually the brainchild of Chief Brady. Yeah, if you're not a big chili person, just bring some ambrosia or a jello mold, or something, cheesy crackers. So that's going to be it at noon at December 4th. Any questions? Chili.
The next item, we've already discussed that. I have one that's not on the agenda. Request a motion to enter into a 36-month contract with Symmetry Energy Solutions LLC for natural gas usage at the township facilities, and have the township administrators sign said contract.
Is this something from today?
It just came in this afternoon.
Okay.
Once we get a motion, then we
So moved. Second.
Okay, let the board know, this come in late. It's something that Deb sent out to Molly Yeager with Energility. And it was kind of trying to lower the cost of our energy, natural gas here at the buildings and over 999. She put this together and got it there here late this afternoon. It starts next month. Right now, we're currently paying 76 cents per 1,000 cubic feet. And this will take it down to 49 cents per cubic feet, 49.9. So there's going to be savings of $200 to $300 a year. Then it'll go up a little bit each year, but even at the end of the 3 years, it's only going to be 55 cents, 55.5 cents. That's still cheaper than the 76.5 cents we're paying now.
What if we go back to AEP later? Is there going to be any repercussions? for
That is
switching?
electric.
This is natural
This
gas.
is natural gas.
Who's our natural gas company now?
NiSource.
Doesn't sound like there's any downside, right? Did you form the motion?
Yeah.
Right, so,
Jess already seconded it. You
okay,
can't
let's
second
vote,
it, sir.
then let's vote.
Anyone, you don't want any more discussion?
I don't feel like I know enough to make a decision, so I'll just abstain.
No, you vote yes or no, yeah.
Okay. Trustee Clark,
Yes,
trustee Grimm,
Abstain.
trustee Jessberger.
Yes.
I vote yes.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
That's all I have.
Did we already discuss the toy box in the lobby?
No.
We had some more events. I think we skipped over them. For the holiday, the events, something exciting, something to look forward to. Send out the flyer, along with the other flyer. Coloring contest, something new, fun and exciting for the kids. Put together some coloring sheets for them. Okay, so we can push this out tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So I got some different ones. I think we're gonna go with this one, something age appropriate. The holiday home decorating contest, similar to last year, not really pushing out any information at this time with respect to any prices. It's just at this point, like the beautification awards, for pure recognition. And if we have somebody later on, after we determine the winner, that wants to donate, make a donation, that would be awesome. Letters to Santa, similar to last year. And then the candy packing for the Santa Parade, that's on the 12th. And then the Santa Parade, of course. So we have a nice comprehensive flyer, and I can push this out tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, change the dates if the dates don't apply.
You said Candy Peggy on the 12th, what day is the parade?
The parade's on the 14th, Saturday, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Santa will magically be appearing in both places, on both east and west, making his way all through the township, handing out candy to all. The good, bad, the others. Okay,
Very cute, I love it.
all right, great, thanks.
What is the toy box?
The toy box, the organization is called the North London Toy Run. They're established in the North London area for decades. What they do is throughout the year, they place decorated gift wrap boxes in the front area or lobby of businesses and organizations, with the hopes that people from the organization or customers, whoever, fill up the box with new toys for the kids. And then they have the event where they would distribute the toys accordingly to those families that need the toys. So this is a great opportunity for kids in our community, in Clinton Township, because, you know, we're North Linden, that may or not be able to get on board with perhaps like the Heroes and Helpers that were. So we would just put it out there, and then I have connections with the individuals. It is a 501c3 program. They would pick up the box if we fill it up by next week, and they'll bring us another box and we can fill it up again. So it's an easy way to support the community and help those in need.
You say there's only going to be a box at North Linden?
Pardon me?
You said there's only going to be a box at North Linden?
I heard that there's going to be multiple boxes,
Okay.
and that one of them they want to put in our lobby. Yeah, the one of the boxes in our lobby.
Yeah, so a lot of the businesses in Clinton Township do have boxes in and around North Linden and Clinton Township.
So I would like to make a motion to put a toy box in the lobby to support North Linden Toy Run.
Second.
I would make the same support for the other side of the township.
Well, it's specifically North Linden. Can we do research to see if there's an organization that supports that side of Columbus?
The police department has relations with.
Yeah, we have
nonprofits
the
over there.
Target, because there's the, what is that, it's December 18th? Right? Is when,
December 11th is Heroes for Helpers.
yeah.
And that facilitates both sides of the township, families on both sides. But we hold it at Target, that's where it's sponsored from.
Yeah, so this is just something separate for an organization called North Linden Toy Run, and they're just
Oh,
asking
okay, that was
for-
my question, was
a box.
North Linden, okay. That was basically my question about the North Linden Zealand, okay, I understand.
Trustee Jesperger?
Yes.
Trustee Grimm?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Any appreciations?
I would like to appreciate Deborah for all of the hard work that she did and always does for the Veterans Day
Thank you.
ceremony. It was amazing this year.
Thank you. Despite the technical difficulties. Thank you. Yeah, we had a great turnout. It was a beautiful day. I'm glad everybody got to come.
I'd like to appreciate Mr. Quigley today. He came in and assisted us with our grant writer from Criminal Justice Services, applying for that body camera grant. It should be hopefully about $43,000 to help the police department budget out next year and the following 2 years. But Dan was helpful with that today. Appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Teamwork.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Oh, I forgot, we have a new flyer also. It's basically giving a little bit more detailed information about our community resource team. So we are distributing those accordingly in all venues so that people are aware of the type of services that they provide, and we can help more people in the community. I'm going to update this to put their hours on it too.
Thank you.
You bet.
That looks pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty good. Anyone else? Appreciation?
Well, I don't know if you're adjourning, I just have another item.
What's that?
Look into the aggregation information they sent out. The electric prices are going up next year. And it's probably time the board consider doing an aggregation bundle to offer a lower rate to the residents for our electric bills. In the past, I've always advised the board to shy away from it. We individually can go shopping on the Apples to Apples website, UCO. It's something I've personally never done. I don't know why, and I'm spending 15 to 20% more on my electric bill. What I like about SOPEC is it's a nonprofit. The other aggregators that have entertained our business are for-profit companies. So I don't know when you want to do it, but the time is coming that it probably makes sense. You're probably aware, City of Columbus did it. People can opt out. You'll see in the email thread, I thought it was something people had to opt in, but when they aggregate, everybody's in and you have to opt out to get out. So you could do it in a survey. You could say, do you want us to aggregate your energy? Yes or no? Not legally binding, but you could. But as we twiddle our thumbs, we're gonna all spend more.
Let's just do it.
So just something, we're not discussing it tonight, but you'll see it in your email thread. And I think I told them maybe the second meeting of January.
And I think we do have agencies that will come to the township meeting to present, correct?
Yeah, yeah. You might
I
want
think
to
we had one earlier.
Yeah,
this year that was-
we had one called Archer Energy, and they were very, Orange Township uses them.
But they're an opt-in, if I remember.
Everybody's an opt-in, from what I've learned.
The Orange Township uses them. I got information, researched it, distributed it to everybody last year, and it got poo-pooed. But I can send it up the flagpole again if you want to take a look at it again. I actually reached out to them because they don't do residential, but this guy allowed me to do residential, and it's a dramatic decrease in my electric bill.
Yeah,
Gosh.
Put that on the agenda next time, please.
yeah, okay.
So I'll be happy to send that information again if you like.
Yes, please.
Okay, great.